as the holiday seasons are here, all of the complications that we face in life come to us with a solution attached, and we don't always see the solution. There are a lot of forces that try and make it seem impossible. I think media and different things stoke the engine of this. So when you're looking for a rescuer, you usually don't find a savior. What you usually find is someone who's out to use you, whether they're a politician or whether they're a gigolo or whether they're a whatever. The odds that you're going to actually find a rescuer are not that great. Now, does it happen? Yeah, sometimes it happens. Most times, that's a recipe for disaster. You have to seek the Creator, the one who is actually behind the virtual reality game that you're walking through, the one that can really tell you how this whole thing works and what to do next. And his hints are often so counterintuitive. When you don't have any money and God tells you, put what you have in the offering plate. The woman who gave 2 mites, and that was everything she had. And that delighted God because he could see through to her heart that she was giving everything. When you do those things, it leads to your own breakthrough. When you are really miserable because you think, I don't have any friends, and then God says, well, be that for somebody else. So you go out of your way to actually be a friend to people. God's way of doing things is so often so counterintuitive. It's not a natural thing that people stumble into. If we're not whole inside of ourselves, we can let these circumstances throw us. If we say, God, come into my misery, you know what? I can't handle this. I need you. Then we see things break because God so values honesty. He so values realism. He's drawn to that side of us. When we say, God, I'm really mad at you because I thought you should have done this or I thought you should have done that, there are real breakthroughs in that. I knew a woman who hated Christmas. I don't like the holidays. Oh, nothing ever goes right for me at the holidays. I never get what I want or whatever. It was exhausting for her, and she would start upsetting herself before the holiday even happened. She always could have had a happy holiday if she would just have seen the other way. She would get into baking and decorating and all the things that she really loved to do, and yet she allowed herself to be miserable. For many, many years of my life, I did not really enjoy life. I endured it. But now, whether it's a problem or whether it's whatever, I enjoy it. But that's a mindset that I had to be healed in order to embrace. No matter how healthy and how creative and how functioning we are, life can throw us curveballs that we don't know how to cope with. That's when we really need God. If you've never been in that season, God bless you, but, most people at some point hit that place where the natural just won't cut it, and you need the supernatural to get you through. That's what faith is all about. When life was kicking my backside, throw up your hands and say, okay, God, I surrender. You show me how to do this, because I can't. I just can't. I find the way for me to get my needs met is to go out and meet somebody else's needs, and all the surprise benefits that come from that. As I'm serving freely and without fear, I can function in a higher way. And Christmas carries with it the spirit of giving. Christmas also can be a time of a lot of hustle and bustle and running from this thing to that thing. God created the universe in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. In our celebration of the season, we have to schedule in those rest times as well, so that we don't just give out and give out and give out. Ultimately, we're supposed to rest in him and allow Jesus to recharge us. We say, God, you created me for something. How can I use my gifts to benefit other people? What did you design me for? And what gifts do I even have? Sometimes I run into gifts I didn't even know I had. I didn't know I had a gift of listening and understanding people's problems. God pulls these things out of us. Friends just inspire me so much, and I just have to say thank you for what you do for my life. And they'll say, are you kidding? Thank you for what you do for my life. Giving each other what we each need makes life electrifying. There's a flip side of this coin, too. What if I'm in heaven and I'm talking to Stephen or Paul or some of these people who faced impossible things, even people on earth today who are having to stand against incredible odds. And I'm going to say to them, my friends didn't invite me to the Christmas party. Then I begin to think, I don't have very much to feel bad about. I live in a free country. I don't face the spiritual hardships where people are not allowed to speak their faith or worship their faith. I just thank God for that. We just give thanks to God for everything. Thanks for listening.